All right, Eric and Jennifer, thank you for more on this. Right now, we're bringing in Jamil Jaffer. He's the founder and executive director of the National Security Institute. And I do want to pick up, Jamil, where Jennifer just left off. In addition to expressing outrage and deep sadness, elsewhere in his statement, Defense Secretary Austin, some of what Jennifer just reported, he says Iran-backed militias are responsible for these continued attacks on U.S. forces, and we will respond at a time and place of our choosing. The president and I will not tolerate attacks on American forces, and we will take all necessary actions to defend the United States, our troops, and our interests. And of course, Jamil, those are strong words. What type of action should back up those words?
Well, Arthel, the challenge here is that we've been seeing these attacks go on and on and on. This is over 150 attacks since October alone, but well over 300 attacks in the last few years. So this has been happening over and over again. It goes back to even our time with a lot more forces in Iraq and Syria, where Kataib Hezbollah and Ansar al-Haq, these Iranian-backed groups, were sending explosive foreign penetrators. Iran was sending explosive foreign penetrators to kill American troops. So this is nothing new, and we've really got to take very stiff action, and it's got to be directly against Iran. It cannot be any more against the Houthis or their proxies in Yemen or against the proxy groups in Iraq and Syria. We did take some very stiff action in Baghdad, taking out a leader a few weeks back. That is clearly not enough. We've now got to take action directly against Iran, and we have precedent for this. We know that President Trump took action against Qasem Soleimani, the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Quds Force, a few years back when we saw these counterattacks begin the last time in the last administration.
So given your experience, Jamil, what do you make of the timing of these attacks, and what are you laser focused on in the next 48 hours?
Well, look, I'm laser focused on whether the U.S. is going to take direct action and now. It's great to say a time and place of our choosing. Of course, we should wait till we have the right moment, but the action has to be strong, it has to be decisive, it has to be clear, and it has to be targeted directly at Iran. So I'm looking for the President and Secretary of Defense Austin to step up and do the right thing and take action directly against Iran. Economic sanctions aren't it. It's got to be a military action, and it's got to hit Iran where it hurts.
So, this is a volatile situation, and we've had General Kellogg on saying earlier we have to keep a cool head. We have to be strong, forceful in our retaliation. It has to be purposeful, but we cannot be emotional. So I ask you, is there a way to avert an all-out World War scale escalation?
I do think there's a way to avoid it. Iran does not want to provoke a war with the United States. They know that's a war they cannot win, so they don't want to provoke it. What they're looking to do is continue to take advantage of the fact that we have not actively responded against them. We've taken shots at their proxies on occasion, frankly, not often enough, but we've never come directly at them. In fact, to the contrary, this administration has engaged in giving Iran significant amounts of money, sanctions reductions and the like in an effort to restart the failed Iran nuclear deal. That was a mistake from the beginning. The president ought to just admit it, say so, and then come hard directly at Iran with an offensive attack.
So how do you re-engineer that and go back to where whatever was working?
Well, the one thing that Iran, just like Russia and China and North Korea, frankly understands, it's force, right? They don't understand when we talk about diplomacy, we talk about negotiating. That is not terms in which they operate. They pretend to operate in those terms. The nuclear deal is a good example, but then they extort us and ultimately hop out of those things and don't actually effectively take action. And so what we need to do now is respond in ways that they understand, which is to use force. And so, look, they don't want to provoke a war with the United States. They, again, know that's a war they cannot win. And as a result, just like they felt free to come after our people and injure dozens of Americans and now killing 3 Americans in Jordan, right, we should make clear we will take action against Iran if we need to. And if that means killing senior Iranian leadership, so be it.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Jamil Jaffer, thank you very much.
Thanks,